YouTube, what's cracking? It's your boy Malcolm. I'm back here with another video from Sweezy TV, and today it's going to be a little bit different. We're going to be comparing the differences between DoorDash and Postmates. So let's get it popping.
Yeah, okay, well, hey, yo, remember me? The one you used to rarely meet? Yeah, I was just on BT, didn't see? No,
DoorDash, but if you guys noticed in one of my videos about DoorDash, I was using this bag, so if you connected the dots, you would know that I do actually do both. These both happen to be food delivery services, so very similar to Uber Eats. You can pretty much order food, and if I get the order, I will deliver it to you. Now, the rates of the order depends on the distance, how far the customer, how much the customer orders, and what percentage the actual company gets from the delivery. Now, there is the option to always tip on every delivery, no matter what service you use. So yes, you can tip us. Let's talk about DoorDash a little bit more. So the way DoorDash's system is pretty much set up, they're more set up in a way that you're pretty much set to a location. So right now I'm in San Diego, but more specifically, I'm in the Escondido and San Marcos area. So pretty much, if I wanted to dash here, I would need to be in this area on the geo map that's on DoorDash. Those orders are restricted to those areas, so I'm not going to be traveling from Oceanside to Escondido or Carlsbad to downtown. It's just not necessary, and so DoorDash does that really, really well. Postmates, on the other hand, it's like kind of like a free-for-all. If you're on to pretty much do Postmates deliveries, if I'm in Escondido and I just so happen want to get food in downtown, and there just so happens to be a Postmates delivery driver there, hey man, you gotta drive about 30 miles to deliver my burger. And that's not really something that I'm into. I did Postmates for about a week and a half before I was really realizing that maybe this one isn't for me. And in that aspect, DoorDash is the winner. Let's talk about the things that you get with Postmates and DoorDash. So pretty much at DoorDash, before you can even start your first deliveries, you have to go to an orientation. And there they give you this bag, they give you a hat, as well as a cool little red card. I'm gonna try to put the picture in there. If I can't, I'm super sorry. But they give you a prepaid red card that you can use whenever there are deliveries that are not already paid for by the customer, the merchant. When DoorDash gives you this red card, it's pretty much prepaid. So some orders you don't need to use it, but some orders you do, and it tells you which orders that you do need to use the red card. And so pretty much they charge you an estimated amount that's a little bit above the order amount, and that's what you have to pay for it. Sometimes the card gets declined. If that happens, you just have to go and call customer support. And actually, I have the card right here. Let me get it off for you guys. Turns out it's in my car. So I don't have that. Now let's talk about Postmates. Now let's get into the Postmates details on their orientation and stuff. It's not a physical meeting. Pretty much you put in all your shipping address and all that different things, and they send you this bag, a prepaid card, and a couple of other different things if you do request it. And after you get that, you're free to start. So pretty much you have to enroll your prepaid card in the app, and once you do that, it works. And every order that you use, you're gonna have to pay with that card. If you lose the card, you can get a free one sent back to you. It'll take like maybe 5 days, but that's how Postmates does their fees and their charging and all that stuff. And honestly, it does work really well. But still, when I take in that factor, the distance and the travel and how they have their set location set up, I'm still taking DoorDash over Postmates. Now to the thing that I think is really, honestly most important, and that's performance while you're driving. Which one will get you more money while you're driving? And for me personally, I am choosing DoorDash just because of the more reliability, no matter where you are, versus Postmates. If you're in a smaller city, you're pretty much guaranteed to probably make no money in those hours that you were out. With DoorDash, when I went to orientation, they did say that there was like a $10 minimum, but after looking up a little deeper into it and seeing all that, you learn a little bit more. And so when I first started, I don't know if it's like this now, but every order that I delivered was worth $1. And pretty much they incorporated all the miles that I drove, the customer tip, the amount of food, and that's pretty much how we get paid. And so the base for every order, no matter what it is gonna be $5. But if you incorporate your miles, your tips, and all that stuff, I've gotten orders that are upwards of like $13, $14. On Postmates, every order. I believe that the set minimum for every order is also $5, might be $4.50. And I will say that customers are a lot more generous when they order, but the traffic is nowhere near the amount that DoorDash brings. I could possibly, in Escondido and San Marcos, I could possibly get about 3 orders for every hour. When I'm doing Postmates, I might get 1 order for every 3 hours. And so when you add that up, let's say 3 orders gets me about $20. $20 between 3 hours, I got $60. 1 order between 3 hours, I probably don't even have like $8. So that's my 2 cents. That's my logic behind it. I hope that you guys do agree or at least find that a little bit helpful. What else should I talk about? What else is really cool about DoorDash? Ooh, let me talk about Postmate incentives. That Postmates does something really, really, really well. So right now they have a little incentive out. If you do 10 deliveries between breakfast and lunch, so pretty much you get $80. So no matter what, if you complete 10 deliveries, and 10 deliveries doesn't automatically lead up to a certain amount, it depends on the order that you do and all that stuff. But if you do 10 deliveries, you get $80. That's like, I understand how that's a really good way to get people involved, but I honestly think that only works if you work in big cities like deep in LA, San Diego, Orange County, and stuff like that. And you have to be in those downtown areas, because if not, it is going to be a ghost town. DoorDash doesn't really do anything like that. Both have a referral system, Postmates referral system, so pretty much I believe that if you refer somebody and their first 50 deliveries, after their first 50 deliveries, you get $200. And that's really good. DoorDash is changing up a bunch of their stuff. They just added something called Fast Pay, and so they're changing a bunch of their stuff up right now. So I don't think they have any incentives or any referrals right now, but I remember that it used to be the first 60 you would get $200. So they both have referrals, they both work really well, and they're both reliable. Let's talk about payouts. Both Postmates and DoorDash both do weekly payouts. So pretty much you start on Monday, it ends on Sunday, and you get that money the following couple of days. Postmates is a little differently. They do payouts for every day that you work. So if I work on Monday, let's say processing time is a week plus 2 days, I'm gonna get that money on Wednesday. But if I DoorDash on Tuesday also, that money's gonna be coming on that Thursday. And so it's kind of like an overlapping cycle. But with DoorDash, all of your money accumulates over the week and it ends on Sunday. So from Monday to Sunday, you have time to build all of that money up, and then it all gets dispersed on Monday. And they say that it takes 2 days, so you should get it on Wednesday in your bank account, but I've had it come on the day before, so I've had it come in a day on Tuesday. But DoorDash did introduce a new system that we call Fast Pay. Now they did have Daily Pay, that was kind of like a third-party thing, and it charged you a little bit to withdraw your money that same day, but you can't do it the same day, and it was third-party, so it had a couple kinks here and there. But DoorDash, literally on the 9th of July, they introduced Fast Pay, and so it costs $2 to pretty much get all your money out that day. You can do it once a day. So pretty much you go dashing out for a couple of hours. Say you need $60, you can get it right then and there. With Postmates, you have to wait that extra 7 to 9 days. And I mean, you can pick your battles. Personally, I like this one over this one. But yeah, that's my 2 cents. Let's talk about gas and mileage, oil change. Let's talk about all that. So for Postmates Day, my first week that I was working, I want to say I spent a full tank of gas. For me, that's $40, generally 40 to 45. And at the end of the day, on my first week, I probably came out with about $50, $60. And I had all that gas, and it didn't really do much for me. And I guess you can say that's a problem between competitors and different developers and stuff like that. That's kind of not between me personally, but I wasn't getting the orders, and I wasn't seeing the exchange. However, with DoorDash, I could go put $20 in my tank and walk out with $60 every day, because I'm like almost guaranteed to get orders. I'm almost guaranteed to go dashing and be putting in work for hours at a time. Getting at least, if I was to go out for about 6 hours, I could get at least 8 to 10 deliveries. Can't do that with DoorDash. And so I'm able to see that money come back to me, and plus more, with just one dash. But with Postmates, I probably got to dash for a whole 2 weeks just to get double of whatever I spent on gas. Oil changes and mileage. So right now I try to get an oil change every 3,000 miles. Before I was doing DoorDash, I probably get an oil change every month and a half. I do drive a considerable amount, but now, shorten it to a month. I'm a little more on top of it, but that's just what you gotta do when you gotta do deliveries, I guess. You just gotta be more responsible with certain things. Alright, you guys, so now I'm gonna give you guys my final verdict on which one I think took the cake, which one I think is the winner, which one I think would be the most functional. And personally, obviously, if you've been watching the video as a whole, you can tell that I'm gonna choose DoorDash over Postmates, but it's a lot more quick, it's a lot easier to get your money, it's a lot more reliable, and it's a lot less strenuous on your car because of that location service. Like, seriously, man. You don't want to be traveling from Carlsbad to downtown. You don't want to go from Coronado back to Escondido all the time. That's just, it's a lot of work, it's a lot of miles in your car, and you already waste gas, you already waste money, you waste miles, you're putting wear and tear on your car. And so for that reason, I do have to choose this one, DoorDash. My man, my homies, and they've been treating me really well. So far, I want to say I've made about $600 in total. I don't go dashing all the time, but when I do, I put in work. For Postmates, I really haven't been in about 3 months. Yeah, it's been a really long time, and you guys can see why. I'm not dissing them or anything. If it works for you, it works for you. But for me personally, this just not the route that I want to take. But yeah. Video, I really hope that this has some really quick and helpful tips for you guys. I'm hoping you guys decide which one that you guys want to do. Let me know any suggestions that you guys have, anything that you guys feel like I missed, or anything that you guys have to add. Put it in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Have a blessed day, you guys. Be the change that you want to see in the world, and I will catch you guys next video. Deuces.